Welcome to the 12th chapter, the podcast where we discuss universities at Colegio Bolívar. Today we are going to talk about how to apply and when to apply, specifically in Colombia and in the US. To start off, we're going to talk about the US.
Okay, so the first step to applying to the US is create an account in the Common App. That is the app that you apply to every university you want. But you have to keep in mind that not all universities, you can not apply to all universities through the Common App, so you need to do some research beforehand. And then, there you will be guided to your application, and there you will have the steps and the requirements you need for your application to each university. Then when to apply? I recommend you to start applying early, maybe on summer of junior year, and look up if you want to do early decision to that it's a binding decision to whichever university you want, or early action, so you should start doing some research beforehand.
Yes, of course. As Kiara was saying, early decision, for those who don't know, is basically a commitment you make to that university. You can only apply to it once, and it's basically the university that you really want to go to. And of course, if you do early decision, your chances of going in increase. But you also, if you get accepted, you have to go to that university, obligatory. It is obligatory to go to that university. So generally, for early decision and early action is the same as a regular decision, but you apply a little bit early, so you have also probably increased chances of getting in it. So probably if you want to apply early decision or early action, deadlines are about November 1st for most universities. But of course, you have to do some research because some universities vary, in the US specifically. And for regular decision, the deadlines are regularly January 1st, but they also vary depending on university. So in the Common App, you can say, or you can look it up in Google for the university that you have, but you probably want to have that defined.
Now Fajardo is going to talk to you about applying to universities in Colombia.
And now in Colombia it's a whole different story. In Colombia you don't have what is called the early application. In Colombia you just have different deadlines for different universities, but remember that Colombia everything, or mostly everything, is based on the ICFES, so most Colombian universities would prefer you to wait until around the end of March, which is generally where the ICFES is taken. But I know that there are certain universities that will allow you to apply until the end of December just using your grades, but it has to be done, as you've seen, in a very early process. You should start your application around your summer from junior year, same as what Kiara was explaining. But generally, I know the university that does this is Javeriana, but most universities in Colombia would prefer that you wait for your ICFES scores and then you start to apply to your university, since the ICFES is the exam that we use here in Colombia. But as you can see, in the United States and here, you should always prepare your applications and always be working on your applications, since this is something that it shouldn't be done at the last minute, and it's something that you should have well prepared, since it is what will get you into the university that you want and will give you your future.